Yeah. 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 Friday. Well, Halloween. Yeah. Music show, baby. Decision. Uh. Yeah. Yo. We gotta have a talk tonight, y'all. Y'all ready? Varshay, what's up? Been a minute. Sight for sore eyes, I said Speaking the eyes, I said Yo, T, carry right, I said Morning, noon, and night, I said People's in your sight. Yeah. 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 One time say, Daily Go Get a Message Show. We here, I'm here with all of us, yo. Yo. Urban Therapy with Sun 752 with this your daily. It's the Daily Go Get a Message Show. You think it ain't when it is? You think it won't when it is? We are here and we are in motion. We do this thing, taking all fast lane, no coasting, and everything is gonna be all right. We talking about what is pop music and what's not pop music tonight. What is pop music? Or should I say what pop music is and what pop music ain't? What is pop music, y'all? Y'all know it's Friday night, and on Friday nights, we talk about a music topic. And the topic of discussion tonight musically is what is pop music and what is not pop music? What are the elements of a pop song? What is the pop genre exactly? How do we define that? How do we separate pop music from R&B, hip hop, jazz, classical, country, blues, country western, bluegrass, rock, soft rock, metal, garage? What makes a song a pop song? Is it like we recognize pop music when we hear it, but we can't necessarily say exactly what it is? Could we write it on paper? Like, in order for the genre to be pop, it has to have this, it has to have that. What are pop instruments? We know what kind of instruments you use in jazz. We know what kind of instruments you use in rap music. We know what kind of instruments you use in rock music. We know what kind of instruments you use in country music. We know what kind of instruments you use in any other genre of music. But when it comes to pop music, exactly what instruments do we use? What are we using out there? My people's Varshay representing. She done became a premier member and she giving up the super chat. Look at that. Yo, that's what I'm talking about, Pity Pat. I feel like I am a winner. Yo, I was back in the day acting like a sinner, and now I'm blessed. I guess that I can have relieved myself of a lot of stress. I appreciate you coming through in each and everything you do. You're right. Yo, what's up with you? Yo, are you a godsend? And I appreciate you. Thanks for being my friend. Thank you for being a friend. Travel around the world and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant. Boom, boom. And if you took Bacardi and mixed it with some cranberry juice, you would be the drunkest one at the party. And the crowd attacks would say that nigga's drinking again. Thank you, Varshay. I appreciate you, ma, so much. And when I say it, I'm not saying it just because it's something to be said. What up, Carla? Carla. Appreciate y'all. Now, back to what we was talking about though, right? Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure that y'all share the show. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel. This is the Daily Go Getimism Show. I am your host, Sun752, aka Omar with the. And if you can't say Omar with the, well, then you just say Omar with the R. And we're talking about what pop music is and what pop music ain't. So for some people, as soon as they hear the word pop or pop music, they start thinking, well, first of all, it's corny. First of all, it's cheesy. First of all, it's cheap. First of all, it doesn't have, it's like it doesn't belong to anybody. Or does it? Like, who does pop music belong to? And why is it that I don't know, maybe I'm wrong about this, but why is it that we look at pop music in the 80s like it happened in the 80s? Like was there no pop music in the 70s? Was there no pop music in the 60s? Or was it just the 80s was just the surgence? Was just the golden age of pop music that we still talk about pop music in the 80s like it never happened before? So maybe y'all can straighten me out on that a little bit, if y'all know. But we're going to talk about that tonight. That's what we're talking about. What pop music is and what pop music ain't. And there's a lot to unpack with this topic. You know, peel the layers off the joint, and peel the layers off. Yeah, hold on. You know what? Hold on, Shane. I'm gonna show off for y'all in a minute. I'm going the wrong way. I'm gonna show off for y'all in a minute. Hold on. As a matter of fact, we can get this out of the way. Yeah. Get this out of the way. I'm just show y'all what my lunch consisted of today. Look, I had some pineapples with some grapes, and them grapes, they seeded grapes too. This the good shit. You see that? I had my orange. You know what I mean? Had the good apple. You see that? That's Cosmic Crisp apple. You know? Had the good lunch. Actually, this is my supplemental. This is not my main lunch. This is like the little knockoff, little snack lunch. With the good grapes. I don't normally eat on camera. I'm gonna do it today though. Yeah. Friday night music show. You know what I'm saying? That's how it's going down. But what is pop music? What exactly is pop music is what I should say. Or what I should ask. What up, my man Troy McNeil? Troy Diesel. My man Troy Dees is in the house. Troy Dees. What is pop music, y'all? If you had to write a paragraph on what pop music is, what would you say? Well, how would you describe pop music? And what was separated from other forms of music? You know, is pop a real thing? Is it more of an idea than an actual thing? What up, Tori? What's good? And Crash, thanks for coming through, Crash. I appreciate you. We're going to have a good talk tonight. This is going to be a goodie. Y'all. This is going to be a goodie, y'all. Get y'all popcorn. You know what I'm saying? Because me and Troy are about to go at it. We're going to go at it all night. The whole show. You know what I'm saying? He got here. He ain't called it yet. Good. It's cool. We about to go back and forth. I'm just messing with you. But I know that we probably going to bump heads on some of the things, some of the ingredients of what pop music is, what a pop singer is. What is a pop singer? I sing pop. What do you mean you sing pop? Have you ever heard anybody describe themselves? Like, they called Michael Jackson the king of pop, right? But he wasn't a pop singer. What the fuck is a pop singer? I mean, Michael Jackson started off with the Jackson 5. They weren't a pop group. They were a boy band. Soul, R&B. You know? I don't know how many stars there are up in the heavenly sky. I only know that something is here on earth. There's something into my heart. The way you do, baby. Okay, Carla says, I think Madonna is pop. Okay. So what made Madonna pop? We know that Madonna sold a lot of records. We know that Madonna was extremely well known internationally. Now, the word pop is short for popular. It's called popular music. They just shortened it and called it pop. So is every song that's popular or every artist that's well known, are they pop artists? Like, okay, so everybody knew who Madonna was, right? She was popular, sold a lot of records. Everybody know who Stevie Wonder was too. Internationally, he sold a lot of records. Was Stevie Wonder a pop singer? Nobody's going to say that Stevie Wonder was no pop singer. But he had all the ingredients. Everywhere from Taiwan to Trenton. Yeah. Everywhere from Trenton to Taiwan, everybody know who Stevie Wonder is. Household name. Sold millions and millions of records. But is he a pop singer? You might say that Michael Jackson went pop. Well, what did he do to go pop? We're going to talk about this shit. What did Michael Jackson do to go pop? What was he before? Prince. Prince wasn't a pop singer, but he became one, didn't he? What did he do to become one? What did he have to do? What did he have to do? Carla says, no, everyone's not pop. Exactly. So if you start off pop, what do you have to do to start off pop? Like, what is pop? What is pop? I mean, when you really think about this, it may not be as easy as it sounds. But we gonna mess with it.
You have a call from.
Who this? Who this calling my phone? 6 a.m.
What's up? It's Troy on the phone. I say, what's up? I'm on the phone getting ready to kick son's butt. Argue with him all night. Who gives a fuck?
All right, hold on.
You have a call from.
On my phone.
Yo, turn that shit down. Turn that damn radio. Turn down that radio.
And the one thing I asked her to be on there tonight. She ain't called all damn week, but she be on here tonight.
Turn down that radio.
Damn you.
What up, Kim?
I don't have anything turned on, so I don't know if you're talking about.
Hey, we heard. I know I heard my voice when you came on, and I ain't hear it before. You ain't getting away with it. Troy ain't the only one. He been on point.
Now.
All right, so y'all understand what we talking about tonight? Like, what is pop music?
Right, I'm ready. Let's get this show on the road.
Hold on, you only think you ready. Watch you don't be ready. Watch. Bet me. Bet me.
Bet me.
Bet me. Bet me you ain't ready.
Free, yeah. I got mine there. I'll bet you.
Yeah. All right.
There you go. Twist it now. All right, ready.
Yeah.
What's up, Cat?
Watch, you don't be ready.
Hello, everybody. Hey, love. You can already tell what kind of thing it's gonna be. Get ready for the battle.
No, it ain't gonna be no battling. We not doing.
30 minutes on one artist.
I tell you one thing. I tell you one thing.
I treat you like a drumline. From Nick Cannon from Drumline. If I was telling people to bring your ass off the field, you would still be beating your damn drum.
I tell you one thing. It whatever way it go, it's supposed to go that way. I know that.
We all
Hey,
argue amongst each
Carla.
other.
Hey, Cheryl with the C.
Ain't gonna be.
Damn right. Cheryl with the C, Carla with the C, T. Terry Wright got a C with the C.
All right.
Y'all be watching Cheryl and Carla. Where y'all seeing any other names?
What'd you say?
The only name I'm seeing is Carla and Cheryl.
No, T. Terry was on here.
Yeah, she's definitely here. She was first. She was first out this joint.
Let me carry. It's just not showing on my screen on my television, I guess.
Okay.
See, you so far advanced on your TV, you got people typing for you.
All right. So all right, y'all. So what would y'all say is the definition of a pop song or a pop singer or a pop band or like what is pop to y'all? You know what I mean? In a few words, a paragraph, whatever. What would you say pop is?
Well, according to the industry, pop is commercially produced songs designed to reach a broad audience.
Oh, see, here we go. Now, you can't come off the dome. Come off the dome. Spit 16 bars off the dome, Kel.
Well, because I did ask, what does it mean to you? You know, like what would you say? You know, I did.
For me, it's radio friendly music. It's what's selling right now in the moment. That's popular across most genres. Like anybody, well, I don't say most genres, but anybody can like it. Like it's not restricted to one niche. So it doesn't fit into the R&B culture. It doesn't fit into the rap culture. It just kind of stands alone. It doesn't have a single place.
Well, let me elaborate on it. Let me just give my half a cent.
And it's widely accessible. That's the other thing. Sorry, it's widely accessible from one continent to the next. So
That's what you would say?
yes, that's what I would say.
Okay.
Well, my opinion is record or however streaming sells or however it goes these days, because pop music is not pop. It's really popular music. So to be on the pop charts, your songs have to be popular. You know what I mean? Like let me just give you for instance, like Cardi B, her last
Oh, stop that shit.
what? Talking about son?
No, you.
What? What'd I do?
In order for it to be pop, it's popular music. So
That's what
has
it
to be
is.
popular.
Pop music is pretty much,
Troy, go ahead, kick your shit. You on the right track as far as I'm concerned. Go ahead, kick your shit.
you know, pop music is popular music. You know, and the thing about it is that it's not about R&B, because if it goes number one on R&B, 9 times out of 10, that record is going to be in the top 1 or the top 3 on the pop charts. 9 times out of 10, it will happen. It's the
Interesting.
crossover appeal from R&B to pop is record sales. It's not the genre of music. It's not what music is this or that. It's just the record sales of what makes it popular. You know, we know what R&B is. We know what pop music is. Pop music, they want to put a name on it and make it pop with, though they make it feel like it's white music. No, it's the popular song that's out there these days. Like Billboard is supposed to be somewhat of a pop chart.
Yeah, but Billboard has different genres of charts.
Yeah, but the #1 Billboard chart is consistent with being a pop chart.
I agree with that.
You know, so when you go to a pop chart and you look on a pop chart, it was one time when Rod Wave, and I don't really listen to Rod Wave, but my daughter do, and she turned me on to him. So when I looked at the pop chart, when Rod Wave came out with his last CD, he had about 6 or 7 songs on that pop chart.
Okay.
You see, and that wasn't because it was, the songs wasn't even being played like that on the radio. It was what was popular at the time.
Okay.
So my thing is that what makes the pop charts, it's not so much of the relevancy of it, it's the record sales of it. You know, if you come out the box and you sold 750,000 songs in that, records in that amount of time, then you're going to be the #1 song in the country, or you're going to be the #1 pop song, if it's an R&B song, you'll be the #1 R&B song.
But see, you know, we have a lot of challenges to that to that theory. Now, I'm not saying that you're wrong, because you're not, but we have a lot of exceptions to that rule. Like we have some, like we can all name some singers that sold millions of records and never was considered pop and never made it high on the pop charts. Shall we name some?
I would like to hear some.
Luther Vandross sold millions
on the pop chart.
No, he didn't.
You get ready to Google that right
He
now?
wasn't in the. He was never in the. Luther was never in the top 10 on no pop charts. He was #1 on the R&B Billboard, but not no pop. If you ain't never hear no Luther Vandross on no 98 hot hits ever.
He charted on Billboard Hot 100.
Exactly. I'm talking about in the top 10. You understand what I'm saying? Luther would be Luther would be #1 on the Billboard R&B charts, but he was never in the top 10 on no pop charts. There are more artists.
I think pop status is earned through ubiquity. So that okay. So this is why I think that
I just Googled that, and Luther Vandross was Here and Now made it to #6 on the pop chart.
Okay, now you're talking about Here and Now. That's when he started to cross over more. Listen, Luther.
Here and Now. Let me just elaborate real quick, son, and I'm gonna let you take the stage again.
Okay.
You know, Here and Now was an R&B song. That whole CD that came out that had Here and Now on it, because I bought that one. That whole CD, and I'm pretty sure you bought it and Cheryl bought it. I mean, not Cheryl, damn, Tim's bought it. You know,
I never bought a Luther Vandross record.
I bought that.
Yeah.
Here and Now was #6 on the chart, but it was an R&B song.
Wait a minute. Wait. Here and Now was not an R&B song. It was a pop song. Think about Here and Now. Compare Here and Now to everything that Luther made in the 80s.
Here and Now could be considered pop.
It was pop.
What made it a pop song was because people were using it as a wedding song. So it made it a popular song. It's not so, and it sold a lot more than the CD. So it sold more singles than maybe the CD sold. So it made it popular. But other than that was an R&B CD.
It was an R&B CD, but the song Here and Now, you can't. So wait.
It's not that one song was on an R&B CD. So it was that one song, which was a popular song, crossed over to the pop charts because of that.
Was Luther Vandross considered a pop singer? This is an easy answer, Troy.
No, I don't think Luther Vandross was considered a pop singer.
Okay.
I think Luther Vandross was considered an R&B singer.
Soul singer.
a soul singer, right? R&B.
So here's
And the 89 Here Now was his breakthrough into the pop chart.
exactly.
Right, but
If you listen to Here and Now, can you argue that Here and Now had had a pop feel to it?
It did not have a pop feel. It had an
It didn't have
R&B
a pop
feel.
feel to it to me.
It had it. To me, it definitely had it.
Finish, right?
Okay.
It didn't have a pop feel to it. What made it popular was it was a wedding song. It didn't have an R&B feel to it.
We're going to chalk that up to a difference of opinion. I think that Here and Now absolutely had a pop feel to it.
So
Absolutely.
What gives it a pop feel? What makes a song feel like poppy?
Well, that's what we need to talk about. But without
No, give me that definition.
all right, well, wait a minute. Wait. Well, this is what I'll say for now. There was a clear difference between the sound and the reach of Here and Now versus everything that Luther made in the 80s. When everything that Luther made in the 80s was geared strictly toward the soul, R&B, basically black music. There was no
consider adult contemporary and not R&B.
okay. What I would say
he was 3 on the chart for adult contemporary before he was 6 on the Billboard Hot 100 under pop. So it seems like he would be considered more adult contemporary than anything.
okay. Well, all I'm saying is Here and Now had a definite crossover appeal to it more than a house is not a home, or even a Bad Boy, or what was his other 1,000 Kisses from You is that didn't have that poppy type of feel.
So,
Hold on. Let me. I'm going to give you a chance to speak. I just want to make this. I just want to relate this example. For me, Here and Now was the same as On the Wings of Love by Jeffrey Osborne. Same shit. We know that Jeffrey Osborne came from LTD, and LTD was not a pop group. It was strictly R&B, soul, or whatever. But when he made On the Wings of Love, you can't deny that it had that pop feel. It had that crossover appeal.
What do you mean by poppy feel?
Okay, so where I would consider all of their work before to be all black music, I would consider On the Wings of Love and Here and Now to be more like, all right, we giving them some. Like all they previous works, yeah, it belongs over here. Now,
well, can I just give you a little food for thought? I'm not going to jump everywhere. I'm going to stick on this 2 people, right? We're going to go to Michael Jackson and Thriller.
Oh, you're going to be here forever.
Right?
Yeah, you're going Troy, you're going too fast.
No, I'm not going too fast.
You are, because you got to slow down. Because once you go to Michael Jackson,
I'm trying to give you insight of what I'm trying to explain to you.
okay, but
poppy feel, like Beat It is a poppy feel.
No doubt.
It has the guitar.
No.
It has a guitar. It's able to cross over. White America will love to listen to it because it sounds real rock and pop.
Okay, so now we getting. Hold on, Troy. Hold on. Now we're getting somewhere. Because we. Can you slow down, dog? Slow down. Your brain is working faster than we can go. Look, when I say that you're getting somewhere now, is you have to remember that I started off asking what is pop to you. Now you gave your definition. Now you're giving way more. Because first you said it was just a it stood for popular, so it just meant that it sold a lot. Now you saying that you talk about instruments and the way it sounds and all of that.
Because I'm trying to elaborate.
But I was only telling you about there are some singers that sold a lot of records in their genre that was never considered to be pop singers.
Right.
And Luther Vandross.
and that's one person that's never considered to be a pop singer.
I have more. I have way more.
That one song, that one R&B song is the only song that won him a Grammy.
I have way more songs. I have wait. I have way more artists that sold millions of records in their genre and were never considered to be pop. And we can do that over the course of this show. So I'm going to give you a chance. Hold on. I'm going to give you a chance. I'm going to give you a chance to name some. I'm going to give Kim a chance to name some too. And I'm going to give the people in the chat a chance to name some also. But I don't want to suck up all the air in the show first. So like I said, I just asked y'all, what would you consider pop a pop song to be, or what do you consider pop to be? I haven't answered yet. So I would like to answer that now. So I consider pop, the genre of pop, to really be a genre where you don't fit comfortably in any other era. I mean, in any other genre. Like, you could never be considered a rock singer because your shit ain't strong enough in the rock genre to be considered rock. You could never be considered to be an R&B singer or group because it's not strong enough to fit in that category. You can never be a country singer, considered a country singer, because you don't fit strongly enough in the country category. So you can get a little bit of all of that, and that's what makes you pop, is crossover. So there have been pop musicians that didn't sell a whole lot, but they were popular and they were well known and they did sell, but they may not have outsold everybody. One of the misconceptions is that pop singers sell more than everybody else, and that's just not true. But in a way it is. It's tricky. So I don't know if I did a good enough job describing that. You know what I mean? But that's how I would say. I would say that to be a pop singer, you don't fit into any other genre or category comfortably. You're not strong enough in that area. Like you're like a jack of all trades in music instead of being a master at one. Would y'all agree with that?
Yeah. Because I said the same thing. It doesn't fit in.
Yeah, you definitely did say that too. So okay. So when we start talking, I consider the whole pop genre to be tricky. I think it's tricky. I really do. Because I was thinking about this today, like, the fuck is pop exactly? And it's like a lot of hip hop artists have accused other hip hop artists of being what? Pop, not hip hop. 50 Cent accused Ja Rule of being pop, not hip hop. Oh no, he accused him of being R&B, didn't he? He said that wasn't hip hop, that was R&B. Before he went and did the same thing. Third Base had a song called "Pop Goes the Weasel." NWA and other so-called hardcore acts and all of that, they talked about how cats was.
Drake would be a pop too at one point.
Did they say Dre was pop, or did they?
Like something in there said about it.
I don't know. All I know is that they was teasing him about what he did in the World Class Wrecking Crew, with the makeup and the, you know what I'm saying? And, before I turn off the lights, let's get one thing understood. Okay. Anyway, so all right, let's go, y'all. Let's get into it. My man Jason Sloan is in the house. What up? What up? What up? What up? What up?
What's up, Jason? What's up, TK?
So, Dimples D's. Cheryl Halsey, what's good? Good to see y'all. Good to see y'all. Jason Sloan says Jay-Z has sold over 140 million records worldwide. He has never been considered a pop artist, even though he has had songs that have made it to the pop charts. Exactly. So there are like Jay-Z, like Nas. There are plenty of artists that have outsold motherfuckers. Look, I wouldn't, as much as they try to get him there, I don't consider Eminem to be no pop artist.
No.
He's hip hop.
But what got him to the pop chart? That's the question I want to know. So it's not the music.
There are actually a variety of factors, I think.
Like I said,
Marketing plays a part in it too.
My opinion is what got him to the pop charts is the record sale. The record sales is going to get you to the pop charts.
Oh yeah.
Because in order for you to get in on that pop chart, you have to have crossover appeal. It just can't be. If you're in the rap genre, and then you sold over a certain amount of records, you're going to be considered. That song will take you to the pop genre.
Okay, so how many records would you say you have to sell in order to make it to the pop charts?
Well, I would say to come out the gate, maybe seven, maybe I'd say five to go. I think you have to go gold when you come out. Okay. To go over to the pop charts.
Okay.
That would be my opinion.
Okay.
It's not bad. When Rod Wave came out, he was already on the pop charts before the whole album even came out. Cardi B, whole album didn't play on the radio, and she was at number one on the pop charts already. So it's not considered. It's not just the music. It's not mainly the music. It's the record sales that put you on top of a pop chart. Jay-Z sold 140 million records, but what put him on the pop charts, put him close to number one on the pop chart, was "It's a Hard Knock Life," because it had the Annie sample. And it was more radio.
So you don't think that Ain't No Nigga made it to the pop charts?
I didn't say that it did. I didn't say that it make it to the pop. I said that it put him in the top echelon of maybe number one. I guarantee you, if you look up what was it number one on the pop charts the year it came out, I guarantee you, "It's a Hard Knock Life" was number one on the pop charts.
I'm gonna say that Hard Knock Life definitely made Jay-Z start being a household name.
But because it had crossover appeal.
It did. It
right,
definitely.
That's the whole thing I'm saying. It's not so much as the instruments and this, that, and other.
There are so many artists that only thing that doesn't pass the smell test with your your criteria is that there are so many artists that have sold so many records and they were not on the pop charts. They are not considered pop artists. There's just too many of them. There's just too many. That's all. So
we're talking about R&B artists, right?
No, we're not just. How about country? You know how many country? People sleep on country. That motherfucker sell millions. You know how many records Randy Travis sold?
Garth Brooks.
Mm-hmm. They would not. I ain't never hear they shit on pop radio. Now somebody like Kenny, the pop country singer, Kenny Rogers. Yeah, he made it to the pop charts, but he was a pop country singer. Those hardcore country singers, they ain't making it on pop charts. They stayed right in their country lane and sold millions. They ain't need pop. A lot of people be thinking you need the crossover audience of pop, but $1 million, a million records is a million records. You know what I'm saying? A million records is a million records. It's like what's heavier, a pound of cotton or a pound of marbles? It's a fucking pound. So that's why the whole pop thing gets a little tricky. There are people in other categories that never made it to the pop charts, but they sold millions of records. So that makes you wonder, like, well, exactly what is pop? And we talk about songs having a crossover appeal, which made or a pop feel to it. Well, but I think our challenge is we have to find a way to define it. The fuck is it?
So the Kendrick song, They Not Like Us, was They Not Like Us a popular? Was They Like Us? They Not Like Us a pop song?
No, it was a hip hop song.
No, it wasn't pop.
I know that wasn't no pop song.
Right, she said record sales is not the only
It was
determining
number
factor.
one on the pop chart.
Consider pop.
It may have been number one on the pop charts, but it did not fit the bill as a pop song.
It was popular at the moment, but it doesn't mean it was pop.
I mean, the shit was literally a battle record. It's a fucking diss track.
True. So,
you know what I mean? If you would have asked, his parents just don't understand a pop song? I was like, hell yeah, and it ain't hip hop. Fuck out of here.
So parents just didn't understand how to rap song?
I said it wasn't a hip hop song. It was a rap song. It wasn't a hip hop song. That shit sound terrible. It was garbage. But anyway, so if we can, hold on, let me see what they're saying in the chat. All right, okay. Jason also said, yeah, I agree. When an artist makes music that doesn't fit into any other genre, because their songs aren't strong enough in any other genre, if their music is widely accessible, they are pop. Yeah, like certain, if you think about it, like certain artists, like a Britney Spears, like what category would she be in besides pop? She's not.
That's it.
She's not strong enough to be R&B. She's not strong enough to be rock. Pop is all she. You know what I mean? She couldn't fit nowhere else. But I'll give it to Britney. She wanted to be in pop. She was like, no, I'm never leaving pop. Like, fuck that. Pop is what's up. I've never heard any other artist, claim the whole pop thing. She actually did that. So I wasn't even mad at her.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Jason says, addendum. Even if that artist has the ability to perform strongly in a different specific genre, see Lionel Richie, for example, he became pop when he changed the kind of music he was making. And it was clear that he changed it. He totally flipped it. This album sounded nothing like that Commodore shit. Lionel Richie was making country music and masking it as R&B. You listen to Sail On, I was like, I'm waiting to chew on a piece of fern. You know what I mean? On Sail On, like, you know what I mean? I'm ready. I'm ready to swing on a tire or some shit. You know what I mean? The whole, it was a straight country song. He flipped it. Yeah, I mean, that motherfucker got on some straight Ray Charles shit. Like, watch me take this country song. I mean, make these motherfuckers believe it's R&B. Yeah. But he made it lighter for the pop charts. It was less, maybe the word I'm looking for, it was less committal. It did, like, pop music doesn't commit. It's like, no, this is for everybody. It has no loyalty. It don't have no gang. You know what I mean?
I think that's the intent of pop music, though, to reach a wider demographic.
It is. The thing is, the problem with when you go pop, you may struggle if, once it's easier for your light to burn out, for your flame to burn out once you go pop. Because you've left your core audience behind. You understand what I'm saying? It's like now you have to go back. Like you see like a Tina Marie. when she came over and did Lover Girl and that other pop hit that she had, that bullshit. And even though Lover Girl was her highest selling record, don't nobody want to hear that shit. Don't nobody want to hear it. Yeah, she gonna get mentioned on the pop charts, and you know when you talk about 80s pop and all of that. Yeah, they're gonna play that. Fuck out of here. People want to hear Portuguese Say Love, or you know what I'm saying, Young Love, or Square Biz or some shit. I don't want to hear that shit. Lover Girl shit. It was pop. We didn't want to hear it. So, but there were clearly some things about Lover Girl and songs like that clearly defined it as being a pop song. So let's talk about it. Like, what are those? Okay, let's do this. What instruments do you expect to hear when you think of a pop song?
A synthesizer.
That's a good one. What else? I'm gonna Troy, you can jump in here at any moment.
I think a lot of digital stuff, like guitars, like a digital drum or something.
Okay.
The reason why I can't jump in on what instruments is because I don't look at it as the music. I look at it, like I said, I look at it as the record sales and the likability of the crossover. Now, crossing over just does not mean, is not so much as music. It means that white America is accepting it more, what helps it cross and what gives it more record sales. That's what makes it popular. What made Eminem great, if Eminem was black, he wouldn't have 10 times the record sales he has. But since he's white, the crossover feel is so dynamic, it puts him in the top echelon of great rappers like that. Now, he's a great rapper, but he's in a different category. He's able to go on the pop charts easily because he has crossover appeal.
How do we know that Eminem wouldn't have sold a lot of records if he wasn't white?
I don't know that. That's just my opinion.
Okay, well, why is that your opinion?
Because there are rappers that's on a level of Eminem that are black.
Like who?
So they're not rappers that's on Eminem level.
Eminem, you know, as much as I hate to admit it, Eminem is superior lyrically. Superior. You know, there aren't a whole lot of rappers that can fuck with Eminem. I can name some, but not a lot. Generally, no. I would say Eminem and rappers like him are in the top 20%. That 80% ain't fucking nowhere. They ain't nowhere near no Eminem. They might be good, but they ain't nowhere near Eminem. And Eminem, for what it's worth, took he put a lot of time and effort into not just his raps, but his music. He had a sound. So I'm not so sure that I do think that him being white helped him out, because it was like, damn, this white dude.
That's the only thing.
I don't think it's the only thing. I don't agree with that. I do not agree with that. I do not agree that because he also has a battle rap background, and he was able to make music that appealed to the hip hop artists. To the hip hop audience, and because of his race. And listen, I don't want to defend Eminem, but you know what I mean, listen, a spade is a spade. I'm not so sure that we have evidence to support that. You know, like if Eminem skills was only like a Bubba Sparks or a Yellow Wolf or a Vanilla Ice, then I would say yeah. Yeah, I mean, because he's a white boy, they needed a great white hope. He's not that. Eminem can get in that ring and battle it out and win. Those other cats can't do that. Eminem didn't play around with hip hop music. That's the difference. And that's a major difference. So, I'm not here to, he's not my favorite artist, but the boy got skills to pay the bills. I'm sorry.
I'm not saying that he don't, but my opinion is that he was able to cross off and be in the top tier for so much is because of his record sales. It's not the instrument. It's not none of that. Yes, his rap ability is top notch. He's in the top 5 of best rappers ever, maybe top 10.
I just don't accept, and you're right. I just don't accept that. I don't know if he would not have blown up, because I don't know if he was black, people wouldn't have liked what he was saying. Like, Eminem has good records. He has good records, and I think that had a lot to do with him selling a lot. And the proof of that is those other white rappers burned out. They couldn't hang. Some of them didn't sell a whole lot. Bubba Sparks ain't sell. He went gold. He ain't go platinum. Vanilla Ice, he went super platinum, but he was one and done. Nobody want to hear that shit no more. Eminem didn't play out. Eminem is still hot. And he damn near, he 50. So there's a difference.
Well, we wanted to say Eminem is the white version of cannabis.
No, he's not that. Because why didn't cannabis make it?
Good question.
He wasn't that good. I mean, on the mic, he's all of that, but he ain't make no good records. That shit was ass. And I know, because I bought it. That shit was ass. That shit wasn't gonna sell nothing. No. You're not putting cannabis in the same category as no Eminem. I'm sorry. Now, if you just said Mos Def, like,
why Mos Def didn't make it?
What you mean he didn't make? He didn't make what?
Why hasn't he been considered on the pop charts like that on the regular?
Well, first of all, Mos Def has sold millions of records. Let's just get that out of the way. And what we're trying to do is, I'm talking about artists who sold a lot and weren't considered to be pop. I'm not trying to validate nobody as being pop. That's not what I'm here to do. So you asking the wrong one. If you asking me why they didn't make it to the pop charts, I'm like, I'm glad they didn't. You know what I mean? My thing is, there are plenty of artists who sold millions. I asked the question and I gave the statement. There are plenty of artists who sold millions of records, like a Mos Def, who never were considered to be pop. They stayed in a hip hop lane.
His music style doesn't even fit the pop category.
What'd you say? Yeah. You know what? You know what? You know what, Kim? You could take his song. My Umi said, "Shine your light on the world." No, that had pop. That had pop. Even though we kept that for ourselves, that could have made it on the pop charts. It could have.
I don't think it would.
No, I said it could have. I said
it has more of a spiritual, urban feel to it.
No. It had what you wanted. What you wanted it to be. It had that, but the pop charts would have accepted that because of the singing, because of the smoothness. It sounds non-threatening until you really.
That tempo. That's why I didn't make it. The tempo of it itself doesn't fit the pop genre. Like, can you hear Britney Spears? If you just change the person, did you hear Britney Spears singing that? Could you hear NSYNC singing that? Could you hear The Weeknd singing it? No.
Wait. The Weeknd, yes, absolutely, absolutely. The Weeknd.
Maybe at one time, but once he changed, that was it.
Yeah, well,
yeah. That it was Umi in it. That would not have fit the pop chart.
Well,
the communication behind the song doesn't fit the pop charts. It just doesn't fit it.
Well, did you buy Mos Def albums?
I did.
Okay. Now, you know that there were some songs on there that could have gone on the pop charts. He had some crossover.
Didn't fit anywhere, but I don't think he had anything that really fit the pop charts. I don't hear any of his music that sounds like it would be pop. There's nothing that I hear in any of his catalog that would fit the pop charts.
What about the song on his first album? What about the song he did with Busta Rhymes?
I don't remember the song.
Okay.
So
he also made a song about cars speeding, and he wasn't really talking about cars speeding, but what I'm saying, first of all, let me make myself clear about something. Just because you go to just because your songs have a crossover appeal or pop or pop worthiness to them, I'm not saying that you're whack. I'm not here to do that. I'm not here to disqualify any artist. What I'm trying to do is qualify pop music. That's all I'm trying to do. So you're not going to hear me say, oh, such and such is whack because it's pop. I'm not doing that tonight. You know what I mean? What I'm trying to do is find out what the fuck pop music is. That's what I'm trying, like the genre of pop, like exactly what it is. Because as you can see, it gets more and more complicated. The more we try to defend it, it just seems like the goalpost kind of moves.
But I think too, even in pop music, and it's not to say somebody's not talented, but they don't have the chops to fit any place else. So, like a Britney Spears, she doesn't fit any place else. Like the Spice Girls, they don't fit any place else. Like Taylor Swift, she is the epitome of pop. She doesn't fit R&B. She doesn't fit rap. She doesn't fit hip hop. She tries to fit country, but she doesn't have the chops for country. She doesn't even.
I'm about to say, well, didn't she start off being country?
She started off as country, but it didn't last because she doesn't have the country appeal to her.
Okay.
She doesn't have that deep country soulfulness, because let's call it what it is, no matter what anybody says.
Because she's from Philly?
With soul and gospel. And she doesn't have that. At the time, she didn't even have a damn story to tell because she hadn't even lived life. So she doesn't have anything to add to the country genre. So pop is where she is, and it's probably where she'll die. And I don't mean die in the physical sense. I just mean musically. Pop is where she'll remain. I just don't see her crossing over into anything else. Whereas with Mos Def, like, he definitely is too smooth to be pop. His music has gospel roots. His music has urban roots. His music has hip hop roots. His music has rap roots. It just doesn't fit. With Spice Girls, where else you gonna put them? Nowhere else.
Would you really want? Would you really?
Yeah.
I never could understand. But yeah, hold on. I need to do a wellness check. Is Troy all right?
I'm right here. I'm listening.
Dog, you said you must be struggling with this shit. Yeah, man, what's up, my dude?
It's just that I see things in a different way.
Yo, somebody go knock on Troy's door, man. Yo,
I see things in a different way. I see things like this. My philosophy of the whole situation when it comes to pop music is pop music is like T. Carey and some of the people in the chat said is mayonnaise. It's white people, they look at pop music as white people music. You know, that's why when R&B artists
what it is, to be honest.
Right. So
they are the crossover. That is the crossover part, right?
Immediately.
So let's just think about this, right? Years ago, Keith Sweat, Make It Last Forever, went against Wham's Careless Whisper for number one R&B song, and Careless Whisper won.
Mm-hmm.
Crossover, because it was able to cross over to our genre. It was a number one pop song that crossed over to Black America on the R&B charts, and it beat out Keith Sweat, Make It Last Forever.
I mean, there's there's an argument that it was a better song.
But it still had a soulful backing to it.
The whole
It
thing
had
I'm
a
saying is
gospel,
that
soulful, urban backing to it. Even the tempo was different. That's the reason why.
what
That
made it
song
cross
that
over.
made it more into urban.
What made it cross over was us. It wasn't so much as the record company. We liked the song. They played it on our stations. We grew to love the song. That way, so it's just the same thing with Here and Now. We loved the song. White America loved the song. Therefore, was able to make it on the pop charts. That's the whole thing I'm saying on my opinion. It's not just so much as lyrics and music and this, that, and the other. It's what's popular. Now, if you want to say what attracts people to that type of music, then that's a whole different thing. But when you're talking about because I don't like the crossover appeal to certain songs that our people make. Some of our
But
songs
technically,
is so fun.
Here Now led in adult contemporary before it. At the same time, it was on the pop charts, but it was number 3 in adult contemporary. So it took 2 places on the same Billboard.
Yeah, but it was number 3 on adult contemporary. It was number 1 on R&B, and it was number 1 on the pop charts.
It was number 6 on the pop chart.
It was number 6 on the pop chart. But what gave it the appeal of being number 6 on the pop chart was that it was able to cross over. The other culture liked it.
There's more to it than that to make a pop song pop. That's the only thing. It does. And in all honesty, if we strip it down from all of that, you go out and ask 10 people in the street what is pop, they're going to name, unfortunately, 10 white artists. They're not, or Japanese or Asian, Korean artists.
10 white artists.
They'll name that before they name any black artist.
No, they're going to name 10 white artists, and the number 1 artist is going to be Michael Jackson.
So, okay. I mean, you're right. You're
going to name 10 white artists, and the number 1 artist that they're going to name is the king of pop.
Okay.
So what I mean by that, maybe I didn't word it right. I'm saying current. If you ask them to name current, that's why I asked a K-pop group and then them little girls, the Vampire Girls. So if you say right now, they're going to say 10 non-black artists. They're not even going to say The Weeknd.
Okay, let me ask y'all something, because I need a little clarity. So, are we going to sit here and say that there isn't a certain element to how pop music sounds?
There is an element to it.
Because when I was asking y'all when you listen to a pop song or a song in a pop category, what instruments do you expect to hear? And you mentioned some, Kim. I don't know if I mentioned any, but I think there are clearly some sounds that you would expect to hear, especially if you're talking about 80s pop music. There, like you said, the synthesizer, right, Kim? You know, and
synthesizer and digital drums, and bright guitars, bright sounds. You're going to hear major key progression in it, like, oh, baby, like that major key progression in that Britney Spears song. And tell me what you want, what you really, really want with the Spice Girls. Like, pop music sounds like that. I don't know how to describe what that is. It's just a progression.
And there's something else to it, too. Like, with the guitar, they made sure that they give you guitar riffs, but they won't give you deep, heavy, hard guitar.
Right. That's what I said.
Even in songs,
bright and happy, like sing songs.
It's a little less threatening. It's a little less committal. You understand what I mean? Like, even when you listen to like Quiet Riot, Come On Feel the Noise. Even though it was supposed to be like a hardcore rock song, but you can see like, no, the fuck it's not. You know what I mean?
No,
like it start off making you think that's where it goes, and then that shit peters right on out. Like, we was just playing. We was just trying. Exactly.
Like,
it's non-committal. It's non-committal.
Neon pink.
Yeah. And but in 80s pop music, you heard a lot of guitar, especially in the beginning. Yeah. You know, when doves cry. I mean, Prince figured it out quick. Oh, throw a few guitar solos. You're going too far, Kim. Yeah. Well, let's stay on the good album, not the shitty album. You know what I mean? I'm trying not to get, I don't want to get mad tonight. I'm not going to get mad. I said that it's going to be all right. No, motherfucker. No, not tonight, bitch. No. Fuck out of here. No. No, devil. No, devil. You ain't gonna get me tonight, devil. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead, Margarita. Sing it.
No. I promised myself earlier today. I said, nope. Tonight, no fight. I'm not fighting tonight. You know what I mean?
So,
all right.
So I have can I a situation that y'all were talking about, like when you brought up the riffs and everything from Thriller. Also, what made it cross over to the pop charts, and this is what in the documentary that I looked at about the whole Thriller album, because what I had said last week is the same thing I would say this week, is that Michael Jackson didn't like the fact that Off the Wall didn't do what he wanted it to do. He wanted to be on the pop charts. He literally wanted to be on the pop charts. And when he didn't get on the pop charts and Off the Wall didn't do what he wanted to do, the main thing he did was bring Paul McCartney on to do 2 songs on Thriller. Girl Is Mine and Say. And at that point in time, he felt as though that is what pushed him over to the pop charts. Then when Beat It came out and he had Eddie Van Halen on it, that's also what pushed him on the pop charts.
So there were no songs on the Off the Wall album that made the pop charts?
Say that again?
There were no songs on
I'm not saying there's no songs on there that didn't make it on the pop charts. What I'm saying is what he felt. I'm talking about what he felt.
Okay, all right. You explained this last week. You know what I mean?
No,
whether he felt like he was on the pop charts or not, he was. He
didn't feel as though he crossed over to the pop chart significantly to be on there.
I understand what you're saying, Troy. I get it. We all get that. But 5 million records is 5 million fucking records.
But we're not talking about 5 million because of what we say. I'm talking about the artist. I'm talking about him.
The artist is, but the artist is not the end all be all.
But the artist, we're talking about the king of pop, the person that wrote that sung all them songs, didn't like the fact that it didn't cross over 5 million.
He had records that crossed over. I wanna rock with you Oh, not that was high on the pop charts.
So if I'm looking at it, this is not the words coming out my mouth. This is the words coming out his mouth.
Troy, we get it. We get it.
And you understand it. Just understand where I'm coming from. What made Thriller so relevant and what made it easy to go to the pop charts was the individuals that helped put it there. Michael Jackson, Quincy Jones, yes. But you had Paul McCartney, you had Eddie Van Halen, and you had the likability of the people that loved Michael Jackson in the other culture that wanted it there.
He was already there. Whether he was there, the only difference is he wasn't the king of pop.
Right.
But he was there.
That's what he wanted.
Okay. Okay, Troy, that's fine. That's all well and good. Okay, let me ask you this. And please go easy. The Off the Wall album, do you think that album committed itself to R&B?
Yes.
Okay. I don't think that it committed itself to R&B. I do consider it to be an R&B album, but it had pop-worthy tracks on there. Rock With You was a pop-worthy hit. Even though I do consider it to be an R&B song, but it had crossover appeal. There's no way. Don't Stop Till You Get Enough definitely had pop appeal, and it did chart high on the pop charts. So he was already there. He just wanted to monopolize it, and he got what he wanted. But he was already there. So I can understand feeling like you're already part of something, but you maybe you feel like you're low ranking and you wanted to advance. And so he committed himself to doing that while what I consider leaving R&B in the dust. I think he committed to pop and and relinquished his commitment to R&B. I'll accept that. But he was already on the pop charts and he already sold 5 million. And 5 million is that's a whole lot of fucking records. There's no way you can minimize. People would sell their grandmother in order to sell 5 million records. In 1980? What? Dog. Motherfuckers wasn't selling records like that. You was happy. You was happy to go gold. You was more than happy to go platinum. It wasn't sweet like that. You think of motherfuckers in the 80s that did mad numbers. They wasn't doing no 5 million. Thriller, Michael Jackson and Thriller lapped everybody. He set the bar so high that we thought that everybody else wasn't far behind. They were. They wasn't selling no 10 million, 12, 15. They wasn't close to that. They was selling 1, 2, 3 million. And that was more than enough. He lapped everybody. He literally lapped them. And we ain't even noticed. We thought everybody else was like, but like you would have thought like Madonna, with all of the hype around like a Madonna, you would have thought she was close. She was nowhere near the category. With all the hype around Whitney Houston, you would have thought she was close. No, nowhere near it.
I'm sorry. 5 million records to us seems to be great. But when you Michael Jackson and you come from a family that's been on the R&B charts and the pop charts as a kid, and you're now going solo, and you still Michael Jackson, 5 million records is not relevant to him the way he felt.
He didn't sell 5 million before.
Son, can I finish speaking, son?
Troy, why we gotta go back to last week? Come on, man, let's get the fuck out of here.
I respect your opinion, son. I respect what you're saying.
All right, go ahead, man.
I understand everything you're saying. So when you look at the 5 million from Off the Wall, right, and then you look at what Thriller did, and it made him the king of pop. That's what he wanted. So that 5 million don't mean shit to him. It don't.
I
It doesn't mean a lot to him. That's his legacy. All that other shit bad and all that other shit that he did don't mean shit to what Thriller did.
Right. You know why?
So what he did to make sure that he go on the pop charts is he intertwined white people that he felt as though that was relevant to white America to cross them over. That's what he did.
All right, cool.
It had nothing to do with the 5 million from Off the Wall. He intertwined white people on there in the instruments that you're talking about now, the guitar, the synthesizer, and all that other stuff, and it pushed them over the ledge.
Troy, I would, what you don't seem to understand is before Off the Wall, he didn't sell nowhere near no 5 million. You know what I mean? I could see if what he did with the Jackson 5 sold 7 million before. They didn't sell numbers like they wasn't doing them kind of numbers. That 5 million.
Definitely.
Yeah, he hadn't sold. Nobody had sold that. You know what I mean? I understand that per his interview and his words, he was saying that the 5 million wasn't good enough. I understand that for his ambition, but you can't say that 5 million is not good enough if you listen. I'm not saying you, period. I'm speaking on him. He can't say that 5 million isn't enough when he's never sold 5 million before. I can see if you sold 7 million before solo or 7 million before with the Jackson 5. They wasn't doing those kind of numbers. So I understand that you wanted to top yourself. So, but you can't say like 5 million wasn't nothing. Like anybody on the pop charts was selling 5 millions. There wasn't the pop charts that he was looking at. They wasn't selling what he was selling. I understand he wanted to be bigger than everybody else, but he already was. He was already bigger. He just wanted to lap him, and he did. That's fine. That's fine. But he can't say that he wanted to be on the pop charts because he was already there. He just wanted to monopolize them, and he did. Well, he didn't monopolize. He wasn't the only one who sold, but he dominated. He was looking for domination. He did it. He did it. But the world goes on. So even though Thriller outsold everybody historically, other people were still getting theirs. Now, can we get to the topic of this show, which is what is pop music and what's not pop music? Now, maybe we should get to the what is not pop music part, because we've already talked a lot and tried to define exactly what makes pop music. Okay, all right, since we can't get a clear or concrete definition of what pop music is, maybe we can get a little contrarian and find out what ain't pop music. So, by your definition, selling a lot of records makes you a pop artist. So, are there pop artists that sold a lot of records who ain't? I mean, are there other artists from other genres that sold a lot of records and were well known who still weren't pop singers? I already named some. I got way more. So what makes you not a pop artist? Kim?
I'm sorry, what? What's the question again?
What would you say? What would you say excludes an artist from being a pop artist, even if he or she has sold a lot of records?
Because they have to fit into a specific genre. I don't care if it's one or two genres. They need to fit into a specific genre that someone could easily say, when they hear this particular artist, they automatically associate them with a specific genre. It definitely has to do with the tempo for me. It definitely has to do with the instruments for me. Like an artist like Masego, you're always going to think of his music for the.
I'm sorry. What's the name? What's the name?
Masego.
Okay.
Masego.
Okay.
Am I saying his name wrong?
No, I don't know the artist.
You don't? Masego. Okay. Well, anyway, his music is really smooth. It's mellow. Now he has some that's a little more busy, but it always, no matter how busy it is, you still hear that smooth undertone. Like his music is always gonna fit R&B for the most part.
Okay.
Well, I'm not sure if his name is Spanish or not, but I think his name is pronounced Masego, Masego. He had a song with FJK. He did something with Devin and a big orchestra. Oh, T. Carey, me too. Like, I would cougar that little boy.
Can you stop reading the comments and finish your thought, please? You know what I mean? Y'all multitasking ass niggas. You know what I mean?
Like, he just has a certain style about him that if someone asks, they're either going to say he's R&B or they might say jazz. But it's always that layer to it. And you're going to hear a variety of instruments. For me, pop is always going to have the same kind of tone to it. It's going to have the same syncopation to it. Whereas with Masego, it's not always going to be the same. It's not always going to have that kind of sound to it where it's happy-go-lucky. I'm going to walk with my kids and swing their arms and we're going to sing this song together. And you're not ever going to hear him and think this is a white guy.
Okay.
So,
Troy, you have anything to add to that?
Well,
and now the question was, what makes an artist not a pop artist? Not what makes them a pop artist, but what makes them excluded.
I think it's the cultures.
Okay.
The culture is what makes a song not a pop song. I think that if other cultures are not intrigued by the song, it will not become a pop song. They can still hit millions of records through our culture, but the other culture, it won't hit. It won't dominate like it should if the other culture is not part of that. That's just my opinion.
Okay.
You know.
So name an artist that's not a pop artist that sold a lot of records.
Beyonce. But they consider her pop.
I consider her. I consider her to be pop. I ain't gonna hold you. She was R&B, but I consider her, especially her works in the past, I don't know, 10, 15 years. It's been very poppy. Very poppy. Very non-committal to R&B. To me. I don't know.
What about Earth, Wind, and Fire? They're not pop.
But they
sold a lot of records.
But they sold a lot of records and they have songs on the pop charts. But they are absolutely R&B or soul or whatever you might call it. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I agree. You know what? While I've been meaning to say this since we came on the show, there is something else that pop music does and pop radio stations do that other genres of music absolutely do not do. And this thing that they do turns songs from other genres into pop records. And you know what that is?
Listen.
They speed the record up.
Oh, yeah.
Higher RPMs.
Yeah.
So instead of when you used to singing a song, a R&B song or a hip hop song at a certain tempo, They speed it up on pop stations. Like, no, it's too slow. Everything is fast. So that might be one of the little elements sort of used as an instrument to make all the other instruments faster. So are we going to say that pop music is geared more towards dance music, even when it's a slower song? Could be. Like even the slower songs are a little bit faster.
Has a point. Read his comment. Propucio has a point about it. He says sometimes pop is intentional as far as chorus, verse 2 to 4 minute songwriting. And I think that he has a point there. It is intentional when it comes to that style of music or how it's set up.
Well, all it's a standard at all radio stations to for a song to be no longer than 3 minutes, under 4 minutes. So that's a radio standard. That's not just pop. Now that's not to say that records.
Got to turn up to the cocaine speed though. Why?
Huh?
Why I say you got to turn it up to that cocaine speed? Like
hey, this shit is visibly faster. They be speeding them records up. Higher RPMs. Higher RPMs. You know what I mean? I'm listening to records that I know on this radio station in Philly called Q102. And one thing we always knew, like whenever songs are played on that station, they play fast and shit. Like, what the fuck is up with that? But it's done intentionally. I don't know if it's...
You know what? They just did it for a commercial. They just did it for a commercial. Remember Sherelle and Alexander O'Neal, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
How'd it go?
They have it in the commercial, but it goes much faster.
Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Wait, I guess since they sped it up, it would sound a little higher too. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
It is horrific. It's awful. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. But they took and used that song and they made it a little faster. You can hear the difference, of course. And they removed the soulful layer to it, and they use it for a commercial now. And when I first heard it, I was like, "What are we doing here? It's trash."
Well, one of the reasons that they speed it up on TV commercials is because if you speed it up, you can actually clear the sample for cheaper.
Well, they shouldn't have left that. Stop stealing the songs that don't belong to that kind of stuff. This song is terrible. They ruined a great song.
We agreed on something, son.
What?
That when you speed the song up, you clear the sample.
Well, we don't have to agree on that. I mean, it's a fact.
You want to complain because we agree?
No, I'm not. We disagree on opinions. We can't disagree on facts. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't getting paid. You know what I'm saying? And you don't clear the sample for free. You just get it cheaper. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you can argue that you're not getting as many bars or as many what's the word in music? It's not bars. It's it's not coming to me. If y'all know what it is, y'all can let me know. But anyway, we will disagree on opinion things. But when it comes to facts, it does it. You know, I mean, just because you don't call the sun in the sky a sun. I mean, I can argue with you about that all day. It is what the fuck it is. You know what I'm saying? Now, well, anyway, let's keep moving. Like artist that I would say has sold a lot of records, but was never pop. the artist Selena, may she rest in peace,
Yeah.
was not pop. Sold millions. Sold millions. Millions. Same thing with even Mark Anthony. I didn't know who the fuck he was until you know, he started, you know, being more well known, but he sold a lot on the Spanish circuit. Sold a lot. But even if you want to take it to, you know, music that has English lyrics, the R&B genre is laced, is fortified with artists that sold millions. I still like. I'll go back to Luther Vandross. Luther Vandross was not a pop singer. Sold millions. And I remember when he didn't win a Grammy. And I remember Donnie Simpson saying, "Yeah, he ain't win no Grammy, but you know how many platinum albums this? He had a lot. You know. Now, you know, you want that. I guess as an artist, you want the accolades, you want the hardware that comes along with it. You know what I mean? Just like if you play sports, you want that trophy, you want them rings. You know, I get it. But at the end of it,
you won one Grammy.
No, I'm talking about before he won it.
Yeah.
When I was listening to Donnie, this is when Donnie Simpson had Video Soul. He had Luther Vandross hadn't won it yet. You know, he hadn't won one yet. So, like, but there were more. Like, if you think about like
Dolly Parton won. Look at how much Dolly Parton sold. And she was still country. She was never really pop. She's always been country. They may have said she crossed over, but she's always, you don't think of Dolly Parton and think pop. You think country immediately.
Yeah. Reba McEntire, my cuz. Well, still, you take like even artists that only sold a lot of records to us, like Sherelle, sold a lot of records. You know what I mean? The Alexander O'Neals, the After Sevens, let me think of some R&B groups that really sold a lot of records and would never consider. Jodeci. Very good one. Now you look at Boyz II Men, they were pop. They weren't strictly pop, but they obviously were looking for the crossover. Jodeci didn't seem to be looking for that. You know what I mean? They was busy freaking you and you know what I'm saying, and crying for you and feeding. Yeah, they were more committal. And to more committal to R&B, to their genre. So yeah, there are a lot of artists on in the R&B realm, but I want to take it back to the artists in the 80s because 80s pop was so popular and so many artists tried to fit into that pop lane because it was a check. When we think about a lot of the artists that never did that, you know, that you know, it was like, shit, I'm getting this money over here. I'm good.
Madonna seemed to be one who just knew where she was going to be and stayed there.
Well, yeah, she was strictly pop. She was strictly pop.
Yeah, she stayed there. She didn't try anything outside. To me, it didn't seem like she tried. Cyndi Lauper, she's another one. She stayed in there and she didn't try anything different, it seemed like to me.
Mm-hmm. Which might explain why Cyndi Lauper didn't stay hot. Couldn't maintain. Madonna was sort of like the outlier. You know? But there are some pop artists that could fit into other genres and do well. I would say Christine Aguilera. What's her first name?
Christine.
It is Christine, right?
Aguilera.
How come it didn't feel right?
Aguilera.
Christina. There you go. Christina Aguilera. She got the pipes. She got the
She
pipes.
does.
Yeah, she could do R&B if she wanted
But
to. She could go
she's
there.
not white, so I expect that.
She white for them.
And she's not.
She don't look black.
She's not black.
What is she?
She's Latin.
They're white Latins.
No, she's not white.
Okay.
Yeah, Spanish. That's it, Buana. I think she's Spanish.
From Spain?
No, but she fits in there, somewhere in there.
Well, you only Spanish if you from Spain.
She's not white. That's why she's soulful like that. She's not white.
Well, Tina Marie was
But
white
definitely-
and she was soulful, and she was Portuguese.
But she wasn't pop. She fit in R&B or soul for completely. Christina Aguilera, she could go soul, she can go R&B, and she could go pop. Rihanna is one for a minute. She was pop. They considered her pop. They didn't consider her R&B. They considered her pop.
What do you consider her now?
I don't know what I consider her now because she hasn't done anything in so long.
I think she was pop. She wasn't strictly R&B.
No, she wasn't strictly R&B. She came out with one album though that there wasn't. I don't think there were any pop songs too much on that. I don't think. I don't even know the name of the album, but I've heard that's the only one I've ever purchased. That's when I was like, oh, I like her music. Because for the most part, before that, I was like, I don't know if I like her music or not. She may have one or two songs I listened to, but then this particular album is the one I like that I purchased.
Wait. Buana said that Christina Aguilera was either Spanish or Italian. That's white.
She's not Italian.
Either one of them is white. You know what I mean? You from Europe. Like, she ain't light skinned. Like, is her dad black? You know what I'm saying? Like, good. All right, let me see. I would say even though she went she started off pop, and I guess she still is, but she got the pipes to do it. And Kelly Clarkson, if she wanted to, she could come over to the R&B side and do numbers.
Ariana Grande could too.
You know what? I don't think Ariana Grande has the pipes to do it.
Did you hear her thing?
She had some songs that fit into the R&B genre.
Did she?
Yeah. Yes.
I don't know.
You didn't hear her.
To the R&B.
You didn't hear her.
She actually had.
I had
songs
3 of her
that fit into
albums. I had
R&B
3 Ariana Grande.
slow jam.
I had 3 Ariana Grande albums, and she did a few collabs with some R&B with some rappers and some, but I didn't consider them songs to be R&B. I was like, it's still
Yeah,
pop.
she got some shit.
None albums ever went, but okay. And I'm talking about committing to R&B, like not just like
I think if she wanted to, she could. In this new age with these new people on the planet, she could.
Well, I don't consider her to have I don't consider her to have the pipes to do it.
There's a lot of these new kids who don't have the new people on the planet in that genre who don't have the pipes, to be honest.
Well, I'm talking about if you
Like,
fit.
I like Summer Walker, and she's R&B, but she doesn't have the pipes to really blow like a Angela Winbush or Shaka Khan or
Right.
anybody like that.
But we're talking about the question was about pop artists that would have that could fit into other categories comfortably. So if we're talking about that, we're not talking about a Summer Walker, because we know Summer Walker could go into pop, but that's not. We're talking about the reverse. We're talking about artists who were pop singers or pop artists or pop bands that did have what it took to fit comfortably into another genre committal.
What about Adele?
I mean, y'all can do it. I ain't fucking with it because I don't like it. But y'all say she could. So go ahead.
Okay.
I mean that's just me. I see what y'all saying. I just don't agree.
Justin Timberlake.
Y'all say he can. I don't accept Justin Timberlake as an R&B artist. I don't. I accept him as an artist who does R&B, but I do not accept him as an R&B artist. So I'm going to I say no.
I think he could do one or two songs, but I don't think he could do an entire album that would fit into the R&B realm. I just don't think. I don't think he could. I think he could match Chris Brown in one or two songs, maybe three, but I don't think he could match him in 10 songs. I don't think he could match him in 6 consistently. I don't know about Justin Timberlake.
You know, they had a song like when he was with NSYNC, they had a song that they did with that girl group Black.
I remember them.
Yeah, and I was listening to that shit. And I'm listening to the lyrics and that shit. Oh, you like my thug appeal, my Timbs, my baggy jeans. What the fuck is this bullshit?
No,
this
that don't
dumbass.
make it R&B.
No, I'm just.
Boy, that's a perfect one. Amy Whitehouse. Yes, Amy Whitehouse would.
She would what? She would what?
I think she could go into the R&B realm and fit.
I think she could, but I considered Amy Winehouse to be more jazzy, and I would put her actually more in the like jazz or blues category, which would put her in the R&B category. But you know, one of the reasons that she could do it, and same with as Adele, is because they from Europe. If they were from the United States, it would be harder. It'd be much harder.
You're right. You're right. I believe you're right. It's something about yeah, that's a different show. I'm gonna save everything I was going to say.
Have you ever heard of this artist? Have you ever heard of Rebecca Ferguson?
Rebecca Ferguson. I can't say I have.
All right, Rebecca Ferguson was the runner up to Adele on that like English. They had like, what do you want to call it? Adele was on there.
Like America's.
It was like American. It was like American Idol. It was sort of like American Idol, yeah. And Rebecca Ferguson was the runner up, and she put out an album. It was actually pretty good. She didn't blow up like Adele did, but I was just bringing her up because it fits into the whole narrative about how these those European white chicks. I mean, they be on that soul tip. You know what I mean? They be on that.
Can that be a show one day? Can that be a show where we discuss why?
I'll think about it.
Okay. I'm just putting it out to the universe.
Oh, universe. That's cool.
What about Lisa Stansfield?
Fuck out of here.
Oh. but she's from that side of the world, so that's another one that fits. That's the reason why.
Yeah. Okay.
Because we all was and with her, so.
Right. Well, y'all was. I didn't think she was so great. She's all right.
No, she hasn't. Stop it.
Still haven't found her baby. She's still been all around the world. Who knows where she is right now? You know what I'm saying? She should have looked in China. But all right. All right. So this whole pop thing. let's see if we can find some common ground here.
Okay.
So we already on this. What artists, excluding the people that we've already named, what artists would we say are strictly pop artists? Y'all can just randomly name some. But let's do this.
Katy Perry.
Okay. Yeah, because I was just going to say, let's name who is strictly a pop artist and why.
Okay, Katy Perry.
Okay.
Because her words sound like Skittles when she sings.
Okay.
And it just feels like pop. It just feels like popcorn, pop this. You can see, you know what? Her songs remind me of 80s, 90s movies. I got a Katy Perry.
I got a Katy Perry album, and I wasn't impressed. It was alright. You know what I mean? I put it on sale. It was on Amazon Music.
It reminds you of the 80s, 90s movies.
Yeah, it wasn't great. Yeah, it just
reminds me of those kind of movies, like Ferris Bueller's Day Off or The Breakfast Club.
Something with Molly Ringwald.
Music reminds me of that.
Something with Molly Ringwald. Something with Molly Ringwald.
Yep.
Anthony Michael Hall. Anthony Michael Hall. Judd Nelson.
Yes. That's exactly what pop music reminds me of. 80s, 90s movies. And Katy Perry, that's what she sings, songs that make you Skittles in 80s, 90s movies. And vibrant colors.
All right.
Before I answer, right, what about Taylor Dayne?
Okay. What about her?
Oh, I haven't heard that name in a very long time.
Can she cross over to R&B?
Well, you know what? I listened to Taylor Dayne. Yeah, I listened to it enough times. That song she had out to, like when you know how whenever you have a music subscription to like YouTube Music, that shit is Google powered and shit. So that's you listen to it. If you listen to a song twice, they gonna put that shit right on your wall. Like, yo, it's right here. Speed dial.
Yeah.
And that Taylor Dayne song. I listened to that bitch 3 times. I was like, yo, she was kicking it. Tell it to my heart. Tell me I'm the only one. Is this really love or just a game? Yeah, she was kicking it. But no, I wouldn't. I don't know.
Another song. I don't know the name of the song, but she has another song that has a little more tempo to it, a little more rhythm to it, a little more hips to it.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't know if she would. I don't know if she got what it takes to stay in the R&B lane. Like it's.
No, I don't know if she can play.
Yeah, she can come to the cookout, but I don't know if she can cook.
Yeah.
All right. So what are your artists, Troy?
Thinking the artists that's just strictly pop.
Yeah.
Sheryl Crow.
I don't think pop wasn't her category.
Sheryl Crow wasn't pop. What was she?
What would you call that category?
I would say pop. She wasn't country.
She wasn't country.
She wasn't alternative. She wasn't rock.
There's another station and category for that shit. That Lilith Fair, all of them feet.
Oh,
like Jewel, Sarah McLachlan, all of them. They wasn't pop. They wasn't.
Indie rock. Jasmine said it. That's it.
Is that what they were? Yeah. That's what she is.
Yeah, indie rock.
Yeah, it's not pop. Not pop.
Yeah, indie rock. So yeah.
Jason says Sheryl Crow was pop folk. I'll go for that.
No, that's not a category. Maybe folk, but not pop folk. But I would say indie rock more than anything.
Okay. Anybody else, Troy?
No, you go and then let me think, man.
All right.
I got another person that we didn't name.
So if you want to talk about past and present, and y'all might disagree with this, but I'm going to say Elton John. Even though Elton John could do R&B, he chose pop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So no matter what he did, he stayed right there on the pop charts. He entered on the right pop charts, and he made a lifetime out of it.
He planted his flag right there and said, this is where I'm going to be, honey.
Who else? We already said Madonna. I'm going to say, well, fudge. Duran Duran.
Yeah.
Not hard enough to be rockers. Straight pop.
Wham.
Wham, but yeah, Wham, but one album.
Yeah, more than one album.
Oh yeah, you're right, two. You're right, two albums. Well, Duran Duran is still making music, and they still pop, and that shit still be sounding good. I'd be like, yeah, motherfucking Duran Duran. Yeah, do some shit.
What would you say about Bruno Mars?
I guess he is pop, right?
Yeah.
He sure ain't nothing else.
No, not at all.
He be flirting with shit.
He doesn't make any music that's smooth like that. His music is happy-go-lucky. Even though he tries to use language that try to make it sound sexy, he doesn't fit in the R&B lane. In my opinion, he doesn't.
Oh, you know, my girl Hannah Montana.
Miley Cyrus?
She's strictly pop.
I forgot she even does music. I forgot all about that girl.
Jason says Sting. Interesting. I guess so.
Sting and the Police.
Even though I didn't like Sting as a solo artist, but
that's a great song.
Dan Papuccio says I cannot stand that Maroon 5 guy. Oh, what's his name?
Adam Levine.
Yeah.
Adam Levine.
yeah. I like Adam Levine. I like Maroon 5.
5 is pop. I would consider them pop.
I guess they are. Are they?
I can't see them in any place else. But
I thought hold on. I thought they were punk rock.
Oh, punk rock? There's no grunge to them.
No, not that punk rock. Not that punk rock. Like
no, I don't think they're punk rock.
Like downtown and around and we're going down.
Pop.
No, they're not pop.
Like you could play that on a merry-go-round.
No, they're not pop.
Not a merry-go-round. What's it called? Yeah, a merry-go-round.
They are considered.
No, it's not called a merry-go-round.
Fall Out Boy is considered a punk group. They're not considered a pop group. And I consider Fall Out Boy and Maroon 5 to be on the same.
No, they don't. No, Fall Out Boy is more punk. Maroon 5 is too Wonder Bread, mayonnaise, turkey. Fall Out Boy is, maybe you got one piece of bread and an old piece of bologna and some mustard.
This ain't a scene. This is a goddamn horse race. This ain't a scene. This is a goddamn horse race. I love Fall Out Boy. They're the greatest.
Yeah, they would be punk.
Okay, Jasmine says, he said, and there's indie punk. Maybe they're indie punk. I don't know. Yeah, so what do we do? Add indie to water down anything? If we can't solidify the category, throw indie on that bitch. Put Indian in front of that.
Well, that's what they did, though. That's what the music industry did.
I'm just asking. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just trying to find out what we doing here. I'm just trying to find out what we doing. TK, right? So
okay, what about a group like the old Backstreet Boys?
Yeah, it's strictly pop to me.
Strictly pop.
I guess if that's the case, I think.
Yeah, I guess so.
In sync.
Yep. Because they tried to do something else in the R&B.
They had one song right that was able to cross over to R&B.
Okay.
But it totally didn't. Oh, what about ABBA?
Who?
ABBA.
Dancing Queen?
Where would you put them? Yeah.
Disco?
Just soul, seven disco?
I would say disco.
Okay.
Yeah. Was disco pop?
No, that's not nothing.
You gotta chill.
That's nothing.
You said it's not nothing. Yo. Yo. You going around like ICE agents snatching categories out of their homes and shit.
Oh, crazy, bro.
Kim masking up, you know what I mean? With a fucking tactical boots and shit. You know what I'm saying? He went up the disco door. Come the fuck out of here. Fuck y'all door. Fuck y'all door. Hey, pussy, come here. The fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of this country, bitch. Fuck out of here. She said, that's not nothing. Like, god damn. Yo, Kim out here disappearing genres and shit. Well, her Ice Agent ass and shit. She disappearing genres. Yo, I ain't heard disco in a long time, man. Oh, shit. Oh, you ain't here? Kim came and got them motherfuckers up out of here. You might not ever hear disco again.
You said disco pop, and I'm like, it's not even nothing. It's not.
The question was.
Jason, absolutely, house is trash.
Yes.
It belongs in the house of the person listening to it, not in public.
Listen, I don't want to get mad again. We're not going to talk about house music. We next motherfucker. No. You turn that shit off. Turn that shit the fuck off. I'm going to break your fucking turntable. Get the fuck out of here. You funny ass dancing motherfucker. Get the fuck out of here. Baggy jeans wearing mother cop shoes wearing bitches. Fuck out of here. There would not be no goddamn house music. Shit. In case y'all wondering, no, we will never do a music show or no house music. None of that shit. Fuck out of here.
He'll be right back.
Come
on, Jason.
Girl, I'll house you. You in my hood now.
That wasn't no Real House song anyway.
Because what do you call that? Doom, 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 doom. A bunch of random ass sound effects.
Shit was ass. That's what I call it. Toilet music. Shit, it was ass.
Shit, boy.
No, yeah, it was shit, all right. That's exactly what it was.
Nerves bad. That's what it feels like.
D. Carey Wright.
It just makes your nerves bad.
Oh, D. Carey Wright said unsubscribed.
D. Carey, I didn't say disco. He said disco pop. I said disco pop is nothing, not disco itself. He said disco pop, and I'm like, no, that's not nothing.
I ain't worried about her unsubscribing. Another Quaalude, she gonna love me again. I'm not worried about her. She gonna come back in. I ain't worried about her. Avera. I only kidding. All right, y'all, we about to do these birthday shout outs. Hold on.
Look at your text before you do that, please.
Oh shit.
And thank you.
If y'all only this shit is like going home after you know you got a bad report card. I do not want to see this shit. Let me see.
What?
Oh,
why do you act like that?
All right, the answer is yes. All right, but first we're gonna do the let's go over the poll results. What makes a song a pop record? All right, the sound of the music, 65% said that. So 65% people of the listeners believe that there's a certain sound that pop has. All right, number of record sales, only 9% said that. Chart position going number one, 26% said. And not fitting into any other genre, 0. Wow, interesting. Okay, all right. Okay, Kim, you wanna present this, or what do you want to do? You want me to?
I'll present it.
All right, let's go.
You can. It doesn't matter. Go ahead.
Well, no, because you got to be the one to. Kim has a record that she wants to play. I believe that she created the record, the song or whatever. And so Kim, why don't you tell them a little bit about what your track is?
So I'm getting ready to try something new in my world to generate income, because as I've spoken about plenty of times, you're trying to do some stuff with this house as fast as possible. So there was a contest that I wanted to enter, but then I got scared last minute and got cold feet and didn't enter the contest. However, there was a conversation that was had, and it was suggested that I produce a little bit more music and create an album of sorts and put it out there and try to make some sales. And because I am my worst enemy, I'd like to. Why would you take me back?
I'm used to completing things.
Some of the songs here to see what you guys think of them. Because if it's left to my own devices, nothing will ever be out into the world. And they're not all songs. Well, they're not all songs that I put together. I'm not going to tell you who the artists are on any of them, but I just like to get some opinion on them. And if we can do them, here and there, I would appreciate some honest criticism. Some honest criticism, please. Y'all good with that?
Yeah.
Hello? So here's one that I should have entered into the contest, but I didn't because I got cold feet last minute. Let me see if I can get a good position here. I'm playing now. Can y'all hear that okay?
No, not that good.
Well, if you let it
No?
play, we might hear it.
All right. Let's start over.
Kim,
What?
send me the song and let me play it.
Send it to you?
Yeah, send it to me and let me play it because they'll hear it better that way.
Okay, works for me. I'm sending to you right now.
Send it to me in my messenger.
Messenger?
Yeah, messenger.
What's the name of the song? Hello?
I guess she trying to send it to me. And she done fucked around and hung up too. All right. So while she's in the midst of singing, sending me the song, we can get these birthday shout outs. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious October 31st, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special, because they are special, because they are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They get number one out the box, Marlo Diggins, Nafisa N.M., Monique Roberts, Nikisha Clark, Brittany Dean, Christopher Sterling, Kathleen K., Danielle Thomas, and last but not least, Tanika Austin. I want to say happy birthday to all of y'all, and I hope that today finds you all in good health, happiness, mind, body, soul, and spirit. And that goes out to each and every person out there born on this glorious October 31st, Halloween, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out. Rock on and do the damn to rock out. Rock on and do the damn rock out. Rock on and do the damn thing. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember, pop may be a little hard to define exactly what pop is or what pop isn't or whatever. But nonetheless, popular music, pop music, what you might call it, does its numbers, and it will always have its place in the music industry, whether we respect it, whether we think that is good, whether we think it's trash, whether or not we participate or not consume, but another word that means that we get into it or that we buy it or whatever. That's left up to judgment and individual choice. But I think for those of us who touch the 80s in any way, you know, pop music will always have like a special part in our hearts, a special place in our hearts, whether or not we bought the records or not. Our memory is very clear of the impact that it had. With that being said, all right, Kim sent me the song, so I'm going to play it for you. I'm going to play it for all of you. I'm going to play it for you.
Crumble.
Crumble?
Uh-huh.
All right, the name of the song is called Crumble. So let's check it out, y'all.
Crumble for me, baby, right in my palm. Let me taste the storm before it turns calm. You the sweet I shouldn't eat after dark. But all your sugar leaves a spicy cinnamon mark. Say my name with that cotton candy tongue. Ooh, you the kind of sugar make a preacher wife run. Ain't no diet when my curves are the meal. Baby, unwrap me, let's see how it feels. Yes. Ain't no chase, I'm cross, slip your fingers in the cookie jar. Shh. These treats have flavor for the living room, bedroom, or the car. Call it sweet seduction, kiss a butterscotch, butterfly, hold your jelly roll. Break the piano with a power swing, sugar right down when you hit it just right. Say my name with that cotton candy tongue. Ooh, you the kind of sugar make a preacher's wife run. Ain't no diet when my curves on the mule. Baby, unwrap me, let's see how it feels.
So what y'all think? Troy, what you think? This nigga done slipped off.
Did Troy go to sleep?
Yo, he out. All right, I think. Yo, I think that shit is heat. That thing fire. Yeah, I was feeling that.
If I wanted to make a baby, I listen to that.
You just woke, motherfucker. You just woke up.
No, I was listening to it.
You was listening to it? All right.
Yeah.
I thought I heard you sawing wood over there. All right, cool.
I heard him too.
No, I heard it.
Thank
It
you,
was very,
Jason.
very, very sensual. In the beginning, it gave me the beginning instrumental remind me of the boy Friday, the singer Friday.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, Google Friday. I mean, go to YouTube and listen to Friday, and you'll hear some of the instrumental to some of his songs, and you know he sounds something similar to that, but the whole song is nice.
That thing was that was hot. That was hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was feeling that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's a journey. That's a journey right there. So
I did. Thank you.
You did.
Oh no, Katusha, I'm sorry. Sorry. That's
more multitasking. More multitasking. More multitasking.
Whoa. Sorry.
Okay, Kim.
No.
Hold on. Check it out, Troy. Troy, check it out. Troy, check it out. I was fucking when I wrote this. Excuse me if I go too fast. but life is
I got told don't put it in my ass.
Joe. Oh shit! Why'd I get him started? You know what I mean?
God. Sit back and talk about she.
Who your ass did I write it? And I was answering him, yes, I wrote it.
Okay, Kel. I see. That's some big romantic right there. You said, I know.
I told y'all to concentrate on what we doing here. Y'all want to be reading the chat. See, this is the kind of shit that happens. This is the kind of shit that happens. All right, let's get on up out of here, y'all. Yo, the song is fire though. That thing nice. All right, y'all.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Good looking.
I have something else for next week.
All right, cool. Good things happen. Oh, no. Peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all and love y'all right back to life. We may be back tomorrow. I may have to take a ride up NY tomorrow. If I do, then there won't be a show tomorrow. I won't get back in time to do one. If I don't, then we'll be here at 1:30. It depends on.
You say you got to go to New York tomorrow. You're not going in the area where it's really bad damage stuff, is it? Are you?
No, I have a specific purpose. But even if, listen, man, ain't nobody stopping me from doing what the fuck I want to do.
I was just gonna say, be careful.
Oh, well, I'm all shit. When I go to New York, I always keep that in mind. I'm from Philly. I gotta be careful no matter what. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you know, but yeah.
You can't fight Mother Nature, sir. So stop it.
Oh, you're right. You're right. I didn't know that's what we was talking about.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You know, parts of New York are covered with water.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. All right. Yeah. All right. So if I don't go, then we'll be here at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If I do go, I'll see y'all on Sunday. Capiche?
Everybody stay safe.
All right.
Love everybody. Y'all be safe, bro.
All right, y'all have a good night. And
peace, everybody. Thanks again.
Tentatively, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Hit the like button, y'all. Hit that like button before y'all get on up out of here. Hit the like button. That's all I need. That's all I need is a few more likes and everything will be all right. So y'all have a good night. Be safe. And I get back with you. Peace. Till next time, y'all. Thank you, all of y'all.